All right, welcome everyone. Keeper Grace and Keeper Eric here. We are with our 2020 San Clemente goat kids. We had 5 goat kids this summer. Officer, you're a big goat. You need big goat manners now. Just like a puppy, you need to teach them manners. I'll go through everybody. Cadbury is our oldest goat kid. He is 4 months old now. He is our oldest. His mom is a bit of an acrobat, so that's why he's... You didn't like me playing with your tail, did you? So he's 4 months old. He's a little bit older than the other 4. If you were here earlier, you may have seen him in the cow yard with our 2019 goat kid boys that we still had. They have since moved on to their new home. And so he came back to the goat barn and is now living with the rest of the 2020 kids. We have 4 others. Let's see. Nope, I want you. Where's your brother? There's your brother. Come here. So I do put puppy collars on them to help all the staff and everybody help tell them apart. Because to other people they do look a lot of alike. And so we put puppy collars on them to tell them apart. So this is our only female this year. Her name is Jenny. Are you being all cute? Yeah. We named her Jenny because her twin right here, we named him Forrest Gump because he had a little bit of some leg issues when he was first born. He was splayed legs. That means his back feet were, his back legs weren't underneath him. Don't eat my Post-it, no. His back legs were sticking out to the side and not underneath him. And so he had a significant limp for the first couple weeks of his life. And so we lovingly named him Forrest Gump. His sister got named Jenny. And then when our last 2 were born, that is this guy. And with the green collar, we named him Lieutenant Dan because he's pretty tenacious, I think, and stubborn. So he got named Lieutenant Dan. And then the big guy over here with the blue collar, that's Lieutenant Dan's twin, and we named him Bubba Blue. What is so neat about this breed? These are, again, San Clemente Island goats, and they are what you call a heritage breed. Not many people realize that along with, when people hear endangered species, a lot of times they think tigers and giant pandas and things like that. But these guys are a heritage breed, and that means that they are an endangered domestic breed. And so the history with the San Clemente Island goats is that settlers, they're what you call a multi-purpose breed. And so this breed is historically used for both meat and dairy. And so the settlers were bringing them to the Americas with them when they were settling in the early years. And so they left them on the island of San Clemente off the coast. Eric's got a charge cord that's sticking out of his pocket, and Jenny was finding it.
Goats will chew on anything.
True goat fashion.
Goats will chew on anything.
Especially this age, they will chew on anything. Just like human toddlers, they are exploring the world with their mouth, and they will try to chew anything to find out if it is food or not. But yes, so settlers left this breed on the island of San Clemente off the coast of California for future settlers for meat and dairy purposes. And then they just kind of left them be. And as you can imagine, I kind of call goats the rabbits of the hoof stock. They will just keep breeding. And so the goats were there were so many goats on the island that they were kind of destroying the natural vegetation on the island. And so the U.S. Coast Guard took over control of the island in the early 80s. And they were tasked with the job of restoring the natural vegetation on the island. And so they started getting rid of all of these thousands of goats. Luckily, there were some farmers that stepped in and realized how unique this breed was. and there were farmers that took some in. At that point, there were only a couple hundred goats of this breed left, and so there are farmers, and we are one of the lucky zoos that breed the San Clemente Island goats to help bring that population back up. I believe the last population estimates I have heard is probably close to 900 individuals now all over the country. And so these guys probably next month, you'll notice they are separated from the rest of the herd. That is because they are all, in fact, here comes one of the moms right now. That's not their mom. Oh, actually, that's Forrest's mom. That's Natasha. So they are weaned from mom, and we are just waiting for, I think next month they will go to their new home, and I believe they're going to a petting yard in another zoo.
How long, your mom wants to know how long we keep the males and females together?
As babies, so she is not sexually mature yet. Male goat kids are sexually mature at about 8 weeks old. However, Jenny has not started cycling yet, so I can still keep them together. But that is why I have the males separated from my adult females that are cycling, so that there are no accidents with related goats.
So yeah, about 2.5 months.
Yeah, about 2.5 months, and then the males are sexually mature. I think females can start cycling at an early age. Jenny, don't get stuck.
Getting reflection.
She's I've pulled her out of the hay many a times. Oh, she might need help here. Do you need help? Are you still eating? You want to go inside and play? I brought some activities. Are you stuck? How'd you do that? This is a daily task. Well, not a daily task.
A lot of times they'll turn their heads to stick them through, and then they can't remember how they turned it to get them in. Or sometimes the hay racks taper a little bit.
Yeah, when she was smaller, she managed to crawl all the way in and get stuck. And so they got these hay feeders taken away for a while, and I thought we were done with this.
You're never done with it.
We're never done with it.
How long do they nurse then? Obviously, we pull them apart.
We pull them just similar to like domesticated dogs and things. They have to nurse until they're about 8 weeks old. At that point, they should be on solid food, and they are able to be weaned off of mom.
If you're watching, and this is your first time watching one of our Facebook Lives, we're happy to answer questions. Just throw them in the comments and we'll answer. We'll be happy to tell you all you want to know about San Clemente Island goats.
Yeah, we are with our San Clemente Island goats. We are with our 5 goat kids that were born here this summer.
All right, should we go do an activity?
Yeah, so I brought some enrichment, and do you remember to hit the... Come on, babies. Come on. So you may have seen some animal paintings that we have done. Come on, babies. I'm missing one. Come on, Forrest. We'll see how this goes. I don't know that the younger ones have ever painted before. So if you've seen a lot of our other lives, you've seen that we auction off. If you donate to one of our lives, you will be entered into a drawing to win an animal painting. So we're going to make some paintings with the goat kids today. Let's see, this is the most dry space. Back up. You're not helping. So yeah, we do use washable, tempera, non-toxic paint, similar with what you would use with a human child. And then you get covered in paint with these guys.
It's washable, it's okay.
It's washable. I do speak from experience, it does come out of my uniform, so. And guys is snacks. Woo! As I trip over babies. Come here, Jenny. Target. Good. Ooh, did you get one? Cadbury was kind of rude there. Turn around. Target. Good. This way. Target. Good. Cadbury, you're like monopolizing the goat paint.
So you don't target them just to do painting. Why else would you target them?
So I teach all my goats. See, there's the first paint on my leg. So I teach all of my goats to target to my fist. Good. Off. And that is because I do weigh them on a regular basis. And so I do a lot of my targeting right here in the barn. And that is because I set their scale up right here. And then just like I'm doing here, target. Get down. Target over here. Target. So I can target them right up onto that scale and get a weight. Hold. Good. Here. Jenny.
Targeting is something you could do with any of your animals at home.
Right. Target.
Your dog, your cat.
And so you see, right.
Your husband.
This your husband.
Sure.
So you'll notice I'm still kind of in the beginning stages of targeting. The adults will just target to my fist a lot of the times. But these guys, they're so young and they're still kind of learning. So I am hiding the snacks in my hand. Target. And then they quickly learn. Target. Good. That if they touch their nose to my fist, they will get a snack. It's super easy to do with goats because they are such highly food motivated animals. What color should I do next? I brought.
All right, somebody throw out a color they want to see in the painting next.
I brought purple, blue, green, yellow, red, and
Peach.
this light pink peach color. And I already put purple down. So what color should I do next?
Other than purple, what color?
Down.
What color should we put in next? Your mom says she doesn't think targeting would work with your dad's tortoise.
I think it could.
I think it would. If you get a good enough treat.
Right. I've seen zoos target. I need to get more snacks. I've seen zoos target. A lot of times the big guys like red fruits, don't they?
I think so. I think
they use
we
like strawberries and watermelons. That's what we use with our big guys.
Yeah, I think that's what we use. When we do our feedings, we use apples. We put apples on sticks and let the guests feed them when we're not in the midst of a public health emergency. So, I mean, anything that you can find that they like. Maybe a little bit of work. You can target snakes. You can target...
It's a little bit more work than a goat because goats are so highly food motivated, but it's doable. Any other color preferences?
Kathy said peach, and your mom said yellow.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you want to do one or the other.
Cadbury. See, this is what I mean. This is why part of the reason why I use washable paint.
Those aren't bruises. That's
Those
paint.
aren't bruises. These are paint. Although there are some bruises on there. Back up. No, you can't eat the paint. Ooh, that was a lot. Might be able to hear the lemurs.
Yeah.
Oh, evidently I haven't used this yellow.
Oh, we got a brand new yellow?
I got a brand new yellow.
So while we're sitting here waiting, we had our last brews for the zoo on Friday.
Yeah.
So last one was distilled, but thank you to all 4 of the breweries who
I think that turned out really well.
donated. We really appreciate it. We couldn't have our brew at the zoo here this year, unfortunately. But we had the breweries step up anyhow and do great things for our society. So
I think those of you that have been donating on our Facebook Lives, I think that has been a huge success as well.
yeah. Speaking of which, we have 3 paintings here that we're working on. I'm ready to give them away. Do you want to give them away, Grace?
Sure.
The paintings? I'd say if you donate right now to our Facebook Live, we'll get you a goat painting.
Yeah.
How's that? put any amount of money, donate through the donate button there.
Yep, as long as we're alive, we can make you a painting.
Yep.
Come this way.
If you donate more, we can choose your colors.
There you go.
If you really want a certain
If
color,
you want a certain color.
let us know.
Cadbury here. Good boy.
And we'll throw this out here too. We're trying to figure out when would be a great time to do these Facebook Lives so you guys can watch. Obviously you're on right now, but if there's a better time
Good boy.
that you would like to see our Facebook Lives, let us know. Just throw them in the comments
Jenny here.
because we want to reach as many people as we can. We know the kids are in school, starting about now, so we don't want the kids to miss them.
Cadbury.
Whoops. Goats are playing. They're pretty rough and tumble.
Sibling rivalry. Cadbury likes to throw his weight around. Sometimes.
Cadbury's
Cadbury's
the biggest one, yeah.
Stop. I'm gonna put you in a stall if you can't play.
He was born on Easter, so he got
was
the
born
name
on Easter. That's why his name is Cadbury.
Cadbury. Sounds very distinguished though, doesn't it?
I like it.
Very.
It's fine. Well, I might have to get another color on here. This is very Minnesota Vikings colors. Any Minnesota fans?
Yeah, if you're a Vikings fan, we've got your. We could, if you guys want to do a team theme one, we can definitely do that.
I can do that, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe for Christmas we could offer that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That'd be fun. We could choose an animal and they can make
Ooh,
it in
I
your
kinda like
team
this one. I'm gonna
colors.
take this one out.
You take that one.
Anybody donated that wants this painting?
Yeah. No donations yet, but that's a nice one. All right. The worst part is now Grace has to clean this floor.
That's why I always do it right here, because the drain is right here and the hose is right
This
there.
is right there. Yep.
Any other questions about the goats or anything else?
No?
Forrest. Target. Good. Target.
If you have questions about animal training or,
This is kind of controlled chaos, especially when you're doing it with
Yeah.
5 infants, but
hey, you got to start somewhere.
target. Target.
All right, well, we're going to finish this last painting here and get the floor cleaned up. So,
Target.
what are we doing? Wednesday at 3?
Yeah,
Is that our
Wednesday
next
at 3,
one?
yeah.
We'll be with, who did we finally choose? Gibbons. We had a couple of thoughts and I don't remember who we picked, but it was Gibbons.
Yep.
So Thursday at 3, tune in and Grace and probably Wendy
Yeah, I think Wendy and I
will
out
be
there.
doing Gibbons. So thanks for watching. We appreciate it. And we'll see you Wednesday. Extreme close up. Extreme.
Lick the phone.